Welcome back to Stillwater Fandom. Of course, this is actually Stillwater Fandom, so giving you a post recap for yesterday's shop challenge. And actually my deck profile, because even though I didn't win, I went first undefeated after Swiss. So of course the deck I was playing was Oracle Think Tank. I mean, there's not really much to actually explain about the deck. There are a couple of tech choices in there, but other than that, it's just plain cookie cutter build that most everyone else is playing. Of course, starter, same as all other starters, draw a card. And same lineup most Protect clans run. For the draw PGs, heard this is good. For the heal triggers, and of course, 8 crits, because it would be OTT without crits. Alright, going to grade 1 lineup, we have 4 mandatory, the main grade 1 ride, Circle Magus. She has a good secondary skill as well. Anytime you drop check a grade 2 or higher, you put it back to the bottom and draw a card. But it's not really as used as the main effect of was rolled upon counterblast and draw a card. So essentially, you ride the Logos Magus, ride the Circle Magus, and then when you ride into your next grade 2, that essentially nets you 2 cards in 2 turns, not including drop checks and everything. For Farfell Magus, it is mostly in here the combo off with Taratsu, and then of course helps you cheese your opponent, play mind games, stacking crits and everything. I actually run 4 of the Oracle Guardian Gemini. There's been a lot of games, especially my Kakuro matchup, that it went to extreme grind game, 5 counter blasts all gone, and luckily me having this in my hand actually gave me the resources to use my Amaterasu again or use my grade 2s. And my last tech, 1 Goddess of Forbearance, or Mohime. She's actually a really cool card for the promos that we got. She's an act counterblast 1 on rear guard circle, retire this unit. You draw 3 cards, and then at the end of your turn, you discard 3 cards. She's mostly there as a hand fixer. If you need to push for game, but you don't have enough units to actually make a big push, especially with Deer, you can just use her ability and then draw 3. When you make pushes with her, you're trying to end the game, you're not trying to keep the game going afterwards. So discarding 3 cards are not really that much of a problem, especially with the Protect marker too. If you have PGs, you can just send the Protect marker back. That's it for grade 1s. Grade 2s. 4 prime starters. Best grade 2. One of the best grade 2s currently in standard, if not the best grade, definitely the best grade 2 in Oracle Think Tank. Just the ability not to get retired in a format that mostly revolves around retiring is really good. And it's the only card currently that has that ability. For Goddess of Insight, Sora Mohime. Sorry if I'm butchering these names, I suck. She's alright. I don't really use her skill as much as I should. It's just counterblast 1, draw a card, discard a card, gain 6k, and then if you are on grade 3, you can stack the top of your deck. In all honesty, anytime I really use her effect, I just use for the extra 6k for magic numbers. And then the last card, 3 Yellow Witch Mimi. I don't really like Silent Tom currently in the build, because most people, when they see a Tom, they'll just guard with triggers, and it's not as important like a Waterfall or any of the other guard restricts. Yeah, the fact that grade 1s are now 10k kind of matters, but I mean, why would I worry about that when Tom still is normal base and your opponent can drop one trigger and stop it? Good in premium, not as bad as standard. And also, the Magus chains up to the next card that I'm actually going to reveal, which is 3 CEO Interestor. Going into it, this is actually my preferred main ride, my first ride. I don't play 4 because at the end you just mainly need it for the first ride. After that it gets kind of cloggy. Of course, all the cards that I play during my turn Vanguard Rearguard Circle that involves either searching, stacking, or looking at the top of my deck gives it 5k power. So the grade 2 Mimi with the grade 1 just help boost this CEO the high numbers, so I don't have to have a rearguard behind it and use those for attackers. And then its own skill lets you draw a card and stack the top of your deck, giving her always 17k power when used. And then what you try to ride afterwards is Imperial Daughter. This is the bread and butter of OT&T. This is actually, in my opinion, the best card in the entire deck. The ability to get your protect marker, draw extra cards, stack the top, and then give a unit 6k afterwards is ridiculous. Not to mention the fact that if you ride on top of a grade 3, you get an extra 15k in the crit, which your opponent always has to be worried about it, because if they're at 3 damage and you ride Imperial Daughter, they have to start thinking, oh crap, they stuck another crit, do they have the right cards to kill me? It's always a mind game card, and I just love it. And then the last card to top it off is, of course, Victorious Deer. I have mixed emotions about this card. I was running this card at 1, but I bumped it up to 2 just because I wanted to see it more. I actually like it more for the additional 60k power that it gives to my entire board. Potentially 60k power instead of the crits. And I actually won 2 games just by whiffing the crits. I didn't care about it. I just used it to stack my power up all the way to overpower my opponent, and they just couldn't deal with it. I went undefeated. During Swiss, and then got to top 8 and faced my worst matchup, which was Novus. Unfortunately, because he rushed me from grade 1, I didn't have enough hands, and he hit 3 draw triggers off of a double crit. So he just recouped all his hand, and he hit another draw trigger, and there was nothing I can do for it. If there's anything I would change, I would probably take out one of the babies and maybe the goddess, and put in 2 of the sniper 15k guard, just so I can have better matchups against Excel clans and against stupid waterfall. But other than that, I liked it. Still one of my favorite decks. I'll still power it till the wheels fall off. That's it. Later.